Hello, welcome back to my new YouTube channel and now my second video. This is the second sketchbook that I finished this year, starting at the end of April, I believe. I haven't looked at it in a long time, so it'll be fun to look through it with you guys today. First of all, this is just a sketchbook, like an Artist Loft brand one. I think they marketed it as a fashion journal, not even an actual sketchbook. So it's not the best quality paper, but, you know, I actually felt that it did better with what I was using it for than the Art Creations one that I had used before that. So before I get into it, just wanted to say the stickers, I got a pack of Calico Critter stickers just on AliExpress, and these two are from a Hello Kitty sticker pack from Five Below, and these little flowers that I used to decorate the tree are from Art Chew, from the April stickers from her Patreon, I believe. I just kind of wanted to work with what was already on the design here. This one is covering up. They just put the word sketchbook here, and I thought it was really tacky. So yeah, let's get into it. So I guess I didn't even write the end date here. Let's see, based off of the one that I did after this, I started the one after this on Friday, May 31st. So this one must have taken me just about a month, just over a month to complete. And yeah, so I just did a little collage of some silly stuff and drew a doodle from Toontown, because I really wanted to emphasize just being loose with my drawings and just doodling and not feeling the need to use like a pencil to sketch first every time. So yeah, I just didn't really want to use this page, the like glued together page, but I stuck in this little guy that these are on sticky notes. It's a little Kewpie Tamagotchi connection baby. I'd love to turn this into a sticker at some point, like redraw it digitally. On the first page, I just swatched all the Tombow markers I had at this time, and I didn't write the numbers, which I really regretted because the number like rubbed off, I think this one, and it was hard to figure out what it was. And then I have been obsessed with these pens from that I've been getting at Blick for like $2. It's just a Japanese brand of pen, and they're just little cutesy pens, but they write really well. But they are water soluble. They'll get messed up by the pen. And then I love this starting page. So Michi, a little pixel art of him, and this was just copying some like official Tamagotchi art. And then I drew one of my Calico Critters layered over these cat sticky notes, which I also got from the Blick store, and it was really hard to draw over them like that. See, I said this was about doodles, so there's just some ugly doodles in here. This was supposed to be the Calico Critter angels from early 2000s, and this was the Calico Critter frog. And then the kitty in the ghost costume. I really want one of those. And then I was just experimenting with using the crayon with leaves, like crayon under watercolor for leaves, and a little silly self-portrait. Just experimenting, doodling. This was not supposed to be my best friend, but it kind of looks like her, except she doesn't have straight across bangs. Just more doodling over the Kuma and what's his name, Kiratori, the bird. These are based off little plushies that I saw on Tumblr. They were dressed up as vegetables. And then her ear, like tomato ears, turned out way too small. And I really like these bunnies, like holding hands layered over each other. I'd like to redraw that, but actually do it well. And I really like this page of more doodles from Toontown. I was inspired by them. And I like this little lineless watercolor. I don't do a lot of lineless watercolor, but that one was pretty successful. This is so cute. This is one of my favorite spreads. This is just a Tumblr post that I love. And this was a daily drawing reference that Autumn posted on the Art Friends Discord, ArtChew, and this is just watercolor and some crayon for the cherry blossoms. So I really like how that turned out. And I love this one as well. This was loosely based off a picture on Pinterest. And I love the colors here. And I love that guy. This was supposed to be Fallon. I was trying to draw Fallon, and this was the only one I actually liked. I'm definitely mushy. And here's some ugly Pikmin, and then this one looked like lemon grabs, so I was not happy with that. These are like, I just doodle Pikmin all the time with no reference, so it's questionable how accurate they are. And this is then when I hit 1,000 followers on Tumblr. I did this to celebrate, and then I did a little doodle party where people could send me in requests. The following pages are just really silly, ugly doodles that I did with my boyfriend while we were just sitting in bed, and I'm going to skip them because they're really, I mean, yeah, you can see from that they're just really stupid. But on to the request for the doodle party. Someone requested a worm in a party hat, and my friend Sam requested a duck in an outfit, so I drew a little hardcore emo duck. Okay, so this was now it was May, and I wanted to do a mermaid prompt list, but it was Meow May, so it was supposed to be all kitty mermaids. So there's some of these. I definitely did not do all of them. And then someone had requested this specific Tamagotchi connection shell that is like hundreds of dollars. But I really like this drawing. But and then this was so cute. I got a request that was like right after I'd finished eating strawberries with my boyfriend, and he went to go sit in the bedroom while I was drawing. And then I got a request for Fauna, who's one of his favorites, eating a strawberry. And then I went in there and was that you? But it was so obvious that he'd sent it. But I love both of these drawings. They're so cute. I need to draw more Animal Crossing villagers. I'd really love to draw like all of them someday, because Animal Crossing is like one of my first special interests, and I love it. Okay, and then I was trying to do Meow May. The first theme was ultramarine. This could have been more successful, and I was trying to do all this weird stuff with lines that didn't really work. And then someone requested Marshall. Didn't like that doodle, but I loved how the finished one turned out. And the like acrylic paint for the buttons. I gave it texture. This was an ugly Ochi. He deserves better. The second theme was Starburst. This could have been cute if it was done better. I like the idea. This one I really like. The theme was Coral. Did not like what was under it originally, so I taped a piece of paper over it. And yeah, I'm very happy with how that one turned out. And then Persian. My Calico Critter is also my D&D character in one of our campaigns. And he got dropped on his head twice, so that's him. And then the next theme for me on my was shell. So I did like the Venus in the clamshell. I can't think of the artist. Is it Botticelli? But I don't even know how to pronounce it. Whatever. It's that iconic one. And since she has her tits out in the original, I thought it'd be funny to do the cat nipples. The next theme was sand, and I was having a bit of issues with like bleed through. I don't know. Okay, like the ink from the other side like bled through after I started painting on this side, so I didn't do it, but it was supposed to be like, you can kind of see the sketch. He's like buried in sand, and they like made a mermaid on him. And then I got my mole Calico Critter, just the baby from the, I think it was from the Forest Friends series, Blind Bags. It was like the mystery baby, and so cute. The next theme was inky, so I did like a squid kitty, and I was trying, this is what, still I'm using Crayola watercolors, and it's really hard to get them to be pigmented, so I like loaded this page up with paint to the point where it completely soaked through. And yeah, one more kitty squid. Love them. This is a sketch figuring out a drawing that I wanted to do to mail to my friend Sam. So that was just the idea behind it. And all that green bled through onto this page as well. So I drew grass fin with crayon. And then just a duck in a frog hat that I saw on Pinterest. And this was another daily drawing reference. And so was this. The first attempt just looked like a dog, but it was supposed to be an otter. So the second attempt was a bit cuter. The next thing was teal. This is so ugly. I don't know why he has a beard. I just don't know what I was doing there. And this was just like a splotch of paint that I wanted to turn into something. And this is what it made me think of. Is this sad little dog creature having a sad little birthday. Oh, and then I did this again for teal. That sketch was better. Okay, here's a Scribble Brigade session that was one-line blind contour drawings of silent film stars. So, yeah, that's what I did. Mostly with Tombos. A lot of them layered over each other because I wasn't looking at the page, of course. Just leg. This one I kind of liked. Yeah, Tombow markers, and then these are like some Sharpie, like flip note markers that I'd gotten from work years ago. Okay, this is when Sam sent me a pack of watercolors, like in tubes. The brand is like Royal Lang Nickel or something. I think I should have one of them right here because I'm still working through them. So this is what I've been using for watercolors since, except for a couple supplementary colors, because these colors are like very muted. But I figured out how to use them since then, so I don't think they continue to look this muted. And I think the paper had something to do with it as well. But yeah, these are just like the cheap ones you get at Walmart. But I really appreciate Sam sending them to me for free, and I just paid her for shipping since they came halfway across the country. But yeah, then I had a lot more to work with. This was like a Sophie McPike draw this in your style challenge, and I wouldn't really say this is my style. I was just trying to draw it in a way that was different from the way that she drew it. The puddle's my favorite part. I mean, it is my style, but this isn't like something I would I would draw on my own, but I do really like it. But I was getting really frustrated with the colors, like not looking how I expected. You can probably barely read this, but I drew like a artist color palette and said, "Why do you elude me?" But this was the first thing I'd done with those new watercolors, so I was just getting to know them. The next Meow May was Glow, and oh my god, I spent so long trying to get this effect, because this is just watercolor, and just like pooling the paint on, so it kind of like mixed itself and created this like really interesting texture. And yeah, I really like it. I do kind of regret putting the highlighter though, because it makes the rest of it look dull, I think. And this is just purple pigment with the fatty. we were playing Pikmin 4 at this point. And every time we'd see white Pikmin, I'd say white boy alert. And then here's another daily drawing reference. This same cat was in my last sketchbook twice as well, with various fruits on his head, and this time he had cherries on his head, and I love this, and I think the cherries are so pretty. And this was another daily drawing reference that I just drew on a ramen sticky note and put it in there. And then someone requested a white duck and a little blue bird wearing froggy hats and in love, which was the cutest request. But as I was coloring this, I forgot that they asked for it to be white, so I just edited it before I posted it, so it actually was white. But the truth is that in my sketchbook, the duck is yellow. I'm so sorry. This was another Meow May prompt. What was it though? Hidden. So I just drew like the one cat that you can kind of see, the one mermaid cat, and then I drew all the pieces that like composed this drawing over and over to kind of obscure him. So that was interesting. I love this page. This is little calico critter getting ready for school, inspired by one of the stickers that I got from AliExpress. There's one that had this critter. Her clothes were different colors in the picture though, but I changed them, and then it had like the little 90s, early 2000s flower stickers. So yeah, I really like this. This is just me trying to figure out what colors I wanted her outfit to be, because I still did not know what I was doing with these watercolors. This I need to censor, but I drew my friend John with a spill on his shirt, and we were like sitting out in the woods, and this was a tree that was in front of us. And then this was based off a picture I took that day. It's just really abstract, but it was just a cloudy sky. And then this is a nice comment that I got on Tumblr that I wanted to write down, but it's Choco Cat's birthday on May 10th, and this kept getting reblogs for so long, and people kept thinking it was Choco Cat's birthday forever and ever, which I loved. There's some little fruit guys and a little like goblin guy. He's really cute. I love these fruit guys. I especially love the strawberry. More fruit guys and a vegetable guy. And one of my calico critters. And here was a Scribble Brigade session. We had 5 seconds per color for 25 seconds total to draw a retro National Geographic picture. So, and you know, once you do the one color, you're done with it, because there's not time to switch back. And if you're not familiar with Scribble Brigade, it's Sophie McPike's live drawing session. She does 3 a month, one public. They're never a time that I can actually do them live, but I think I didn't end up doing this one live for some reason. And those are more 25-second ones. This was 1 minute per color for 5 minutes, but at that point, like, I didn't know how to use my time wisely. So I ended up just drawing cats. This one I like, though. But this is like, what is that? Scribble. These were back to 25 seconds, and they're really, really messy. And then this one I had gone back to an old one she done that was figure drawing. I don't have much experience with figure drawing, so these are not the best. I think I went back and finished it later, but I think someone had requested that I draw this guy, and I love this. And yeah, these 4 rabbit babies, they look like cinnamon roll, so I do them together, and I really love this page combination. And yeah, it's cute. And then it says, I think her name's Apricot Sandy, another calico critter, little baby. Someone had requested that I drew her, and this is really cute too. The next Meow May prompt was spotted, so I looked up like a spotted fish and then tried to draw it as a cat, and it's very cursed. And that speaks for itself. And the theme was tropical, so I looked up a tropical fish and turned it into a cat, and I drew it with highlighters, and it's atrocious. But here's something pretty to make up for it. Strawberries, watercolors. I was popping off with the watercolors this day. And another calico critter. That one's a Dalmatian. Just trying to do, like, what's it called, hatching. I used to really like to do hatching, like when I was a teenager, and now it just, I feel like it, I don't know, this isn't that bad looking back at it, but I was not happy with it at the time. Here's Sophie from Jobless Reincarnation. I was watching the show about Theranos, so there's her and her crazy eyes. Here's my boyfriend devouring pasta, and me with my beer, and also cat ears for some point. I was just really in a cat mood. And there's me, and here's more Sophie. She's too good for this world, and she's certainly too good for Rudy. Here's some cute little bunnies inspired by those bunnies holding hands at the beginning, and then some stars. I'd like to expand on this idea at some point. And then, of course, with this one, I did the crayon drawing first, and then I layered the black watercolor over it. Okay, and then going back to the Scribble Brigade, I laid down some color first, and then I did not follow the time limit. I did do pencil sketching and then went back over with the combos. I feel like Sophie had picked poses that would be interesting for her to draw as a seasoned artist, and I'm just a noob, so these poses were really hard, and I couldn't even figure out how to like get them fitting on the page right. But the checkerboard backgrounds were cute, and yeah, I guess I didn't finish it, but this background was really cute. This was way too messy for doing figure drawing over, and this was ugly. This was supposed to be my friend's lamp, and it was a mess. And here's a calico critter that I saw on Pinterest. Someone put a little bow on her head. Very cute. Here's when I got 2 new blues, because the only blue that came with that watercolor set is this like dark blue, and no matter how much water I added to it, it was not like giving this kind of blue, because it was just too cool toned. Well, I mean, blue's always cool toned, but it was too gray. Like when I added water to it, it was just gray. So I needed something bright. This Artist Loft one, it was not worth the money I saved by getting the cheap one, though. It was like literally half the binder, like the stuff they mix in with the paint, And I massaged the hell out of that tube before I took it out, and the binder just would not recombine. There was way too much of it, and it was just a huge mess, and it was so frustrating. There's just some weird bunnies. Here's Magic the Dragon, and I tried to like layer white over it, but that white is like yellow, so I was just having a hard time. And I drew my penguin babies, and then the next page I did like bled into it like crazy, so it looks like someone spilled ketchup and mustard on them. And here's when I got my Tamagotchi. Oh, Kochi's so cute. This was really cute. This was another daily drawing reference of like the milky candy, the chocolate. Really like that one. This was a poster in the game Smile for Me. I was watching a playthrough with Avery, basically my sister-in-law, and Calico Critter Tamagotchi. And then also this blue like bled onto this page. I don't know why. And here was the life cycle of my first Tamagotchi. I kept him for 3 weeks, I think, before I got a new one. So cute. And then this is the last page. So for the last page, I wanted to redraw the scene from the front cover. The bird is... Don't look at that bird, but look at how cute they are. And I was really happy with how the patterns of the clothing turned out. And the little boy's expression, just really cute. And yeah, that's it. So I should probably add in that yeah, okay. Oh. So there is my second sketchbook from this year. So this one had a lot of mess in it, but definitely some stuff that I really liked. Like, yeah, if you watch this, thank you for watching. I'm excited to continue to do sketchbook tours. I have these 2 completed ones to show off, and then I have my main one that I'm working on right now, and my travel sketchbook to show off eventually. So I'll be doing lots more sketchbook tours, hopefully, and I'm excited to show them to you guys. And it was really fun looking back at this one. You know, it was only a couple months ago, but since I hadn't been drawing very often at all until this year, I've improved a lot since then. But there was also a lot of things I tried in here that I haven't really gone back to do again. Like that strawberry painting, I haven't really done anything like that since. And I was really proud of that. But I usually just doodle silly little guys. And I'm excited to show you guys the silly little guys that I doodled in my next video. And thank you for watching.